Hello, welcome to the Ocean's Oracle Sunday Tarot Insights reading. My name is Miss J and I am the Viberarian. I'm here to help you elevate yourself with positive and uplifting information that I hope that you will find helpful on your journey. Today is Sunday, December 4th, 2016. And for the spread, I am using the Oceanic Tarot by Jane Wallace, and it is the Star of the Sea Guide Me layout. We look at ourselves in relationship to the energy of air, our thinking, fire, our passions and energy, earth, our manifestation in the material world, cups, our emotions, and spirit, and then looking at the outcome as we go into the next week. I have already shuffled and laid out the cards. And from what I can see, our position is that we have recently or will very soon reach a point of just being done with something. We finally reached a kind of abrupt conclusion that no more. And it's been something that could have been stressing us, a situation, either at work or in our personal lives, going on around us in our environment, that, we really, it's caused a lot of mental anguish for us and a lot of time that we've spent going over it or reacting to it, processing it, and we're finally just done. We are done with it. We don't want to deal with it anymore. It's come to an end. And the thing that probably has caused this to occur is that we've decided we want to move forward in a certain direction. We've looked at things with our balance between our heart and our mind, and we've realized that we don't want to stay where we are, and we are ready to take action to move someplace different from the stress that we have been receiving. And it looks like that we are ready to start something new, to manifest bringing a new material, be it a new job, a new money, a new home, new surroundings around us. We've decided that we are ready to walk away from the old and bring something new, plant a new seed that we wish to move forward with rather than an old situation that we are done with. And the way that we are supposed to be moving forward is that we are supposed to first look at taking care of ourselves and making sure that we are putting our physical and emotional needs into their proper placement, that we are taking care of our body home and getting the rest that we need, that we are nurturing ourselves emotionally, that we are going to be in circumstances and situations that make us feel loved and don't give us whatever this stressful experience was that we are recently coming out of. We're going to want to make sure that we are moving into a place where we are not overtaxing or underspending ourselves financially, that we're just going to make sure that everything is running smoothly as we manage the things going forward into this new project, new way of living and being that we are getting ready to do. And it is saying that we probably are feeling a little sad about the situation. It could have been rather an abrupt shock to us to finally realize that we had reached this point of being done. And it's making us kind of feel sad, possibly nostalgic about what could have, should have, would have. But the advice is to don't cry over spilled milk. There is very much an opportunity and a silver lining to this situation. So don't focus on the bad, focus on the good, that whatever has happened is releasing you from a great deal of negative energy that you would have been circulating in your mental space for sure, and possibly in other areas of your life. And that is now done. And you are moving forward into something that is going to be very prosperous for you and beneficial. So consider that there is a positive beginning for every painful ending. And what it's saying is that we might feel a little battered and bruised and beat up by some of what we're experiencing around this ending. That we feel like we might have had a lot of things coming at us, a lot of decisions to make, a lot of people with demands and questions, and we might have felt like we had to be somewhat defensive and to always be on guard to protect ourselves. And the advice is that yes, we may need to feel that way, and we don't need to let our boundaries get loose so that we accept things that we're not comfortable with. But we are kind of going to be reaching a place that the struggle is going to be easing up very shortly. So just hold on, be encouraged knowing that there is a positive new manifestation coming soon. Hold on a little while longer, and you will be able to, in the coming week or so, really just kind of sit back and rest your mind, rest your thoughts, rest your body, and and yeah, just take a few minutes a day or a couple days to kind of break, because it's showing that you really will have gone through something that could have been quite disturbing. Even it looks like it could be the ending of a job, maybe even ending of a relationship or an idea that you had about a possible job opportunity that or a relationship opportunity. Whatever it is, something you've been thinking about is definitely at an end. And that can be somewhat shocking to us at different times, no matter how prepared we have been and how much in control of ourselves. Sometimes there's just external things that we have no control over. So if you happen to get word that your job is ending this week or there's a layoff coming, and that you're going to be effective for it, then just remember that there's a positive to the negative coming, even if you can't see it right now. If you remain balanced in yourself and your head and your heart and make sure that you are nurturing yourself, then you will see the silver lining emerging. And after this period of rest and regrouping, you definitely will be moving forward into some very prosperous new way of being. It also indicates you might have some transportation challenges this week. It could be if you've had a car that needs lots of repairs. There might have been one final thing that makes you realize, you know what, I'm tired of just trying to patch this up. I'm ready to go ahead and get a new car, get some new transportation. I've decided I'm going to go ahead and invest in a mode of transportation that is more stable for me. That is one kind of specific circumstance that kind of reveals itself as I look at these cards. And you'll definitely receive the kind of transportation that's going to be sturdy and allow you to look after yourself and the needs around you by this transportation that you're going to look at investing in. And definitely, even though it might be that it was disappointing that you've had all these multiple repairs, at least you got to where you needed to go. And it looks like the opportunity for you to get new transportation is imminent. So I do want to take some cards from the Brian Weiss Healing the Mind and Spirit cards to see what additional guidance comes forward. And the card that comes up says, my independence and my power are inner treasures. Never give your power to anyone else. Others may imprison you and deplete your energy. Wow, this is a wonderful card. So it looks like we are breaking free from a mental situation where we may have felt that we were trapped or at someone else's beck and call. And it was something that we're done. We don't want to do that anymore. We're ready to go forward and manifest something that is what we want to rather than what someone else wants us to do. And it may be we're done working for an employer, helping them to reach their goals while putting our own goals to the side. It could be that we have compromised to another person in a relationship dynamic and we're done doing that and we've decided to move forward to manifest something that is more loving and positive and balanced for ourselves. Certainly, it's saying that we oftentimes give away our power, and sometimes that's because we just don't realize that we're doing so. We feel trapped when we're really not. It's the ideas that we have about something that may create the prison of our mind, but it's things that can never be taken away from us are our own power to make decisions for ourselves. And of course, with that power comes great responsibility. We, of course, have to be willing to pay the cost to be the boss, as they said. But if that means that you don't wish to work for someone else anymore and you're ready to be independent and use your power to manifest your own dreams, then you will definitely be willing to pay the cost of a bit of maybe income uncertainty as you get ready to launch your business. Or you may be ready to sacrifice that which is familiar for that which will lead you to your manifestation and prosperity in your own dream fulfillment. Oh, I think this is a beautiful message to us to never give our power to anyone else. And the idea that someone else can control us is certainly something that we need to celebrate if that is the mental state that we are leaving behind. And if we are moving forward into something where we are putting ourselves first and making sure that we are healthy, happy, and whole. I'm also going to see what energy the Divine Feminine brings to the reading with Mary Queen of Angels deck by Doreen Virtue. And our advice is forgiveness. I'm willing to release old resentments so that I may enjoy my life. Oh, this also then speaks to how the cards lay out. If we have old resentments, things that we are holding, a list, maybe a grudge list, a negative list of things that have added up in our accounts to say why we are not unhappy, why we are not happy with something, or why we are unhappy about something, such as a job. If you feel like your employer doesn't value you, if you feel like your mate does not value you, or if they did something to wrong you, or if you encountered someone at work who worked against you rather than for you. All those things, those thoughts that we have, the only thing that keeps them real and present is our thinking about them. So in our reading, excuse me, we are counseled to let go of all those thoughts, all those things that were holding us into a negative cycle of energy as we envision our life. It's time to let them go and move forward into what you will enjoy. And if that means that you get a new job, you get a new partnership, or you leave the partnership you're in, or you move out of your house, you get a new car, all those things that you are holding negative energy about, you've got to release that negative thought about those things, wipe the slate clean, and then decide, you know it is what it is, but I'm not going to dwell on the negatives anymore. I'm going to move forward and make the changes that come to me through my intuition and my own guidance and knowing about what I need to be happy in this world. And I'm going to leave that checklist of old resentments and wrongs and grievances behind so that I can move forward into something new where there is no negativity that I will bring forward into my new manifestation. I'm going to wipe that slate clean and drive forward with a great deal of excitement about what is coming because there is definitely a silver lining to be seen. I thank you so much for listening today to the reading. If you would like a personal reading, my contact information appears below, and you can call or email to schedule an appointment. And I look forward to working more with these readings in the coming weeks. I just wound up getting a new deck yesterday, the Myths and Mermaids Oracle of the Water by Jasmine Beckett Griffith, and I love this particular illustrator. I've seen their work in several decks. The Beautiful Creatures is one of them. So after I've done some meditation and work with this deck, I will be incorporating it into the the Ocean's Oracle weekly readings because the energy, of course, resonates with my lovely ocean theme. I just love the ocean, and I'm so excited to be able to receive images and messages through that energy to bring to you all. So I'm Miss J, the Viberarian, and I hope that your week is just wonderful and that you are able to rest after the great deal of energy that's going to be affecting our situation, and that I'm excited to know what the beautiful new beginning is that is happening for us all. May you have much positivity this week and all of the successes that you need to have happen in your life. Namaste.